Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Betty. If you're new, welcome. Today's video, guys, I'm gonna be showing you how I achieved this beautiful makeup look. So before we enter the video, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel down below if you haven't yet already. Also hit the notification bell down below so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. With no wasting time, guys, let's get straight into the video. Okay, now my beauties, I'm starting off by priming my eyelids, and I'm using Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. I already did my eyebrows off camera, but I have a full detailed eyebrow tutorial. You can just go and check it out and learn how to make your eyebrows. This look, guys, is the one I did on my birthday. I was celebrating my birthday last week on Friday. Unfortunately, I was supposed to upload this video on that same day, but then something bad happened. I ended up deleting the app that I used to edit my videos. I used KineMaster on my phone, and then my phone was really like play with me, like storage. It was just saying storage full. I was just trying to delete some apps, to just give space to my videos, and then I ended up just accidentally deleting the app, so I had to start afresh again. I was so really frustrated and discouraged, but here we are. So I'm just blending the concealer, guys, with my fingers. Next, guys, I'm going to set my concealer, and I'm using Elegant finishing powder in the shade Warm Caramel. You always need to set your concealer to prevent it from creasing. Alright, now my beauties, my eyelids are ready to receive eyeshadow, and the eyeshadow I'm using today is Jemai Alicia eyeshadow by the Beauty Creations, and I'm using this orange shade for my transition. The secret to good looking eyeshadow is always blending, so always make sure you blend your eyeshadow until it all blends out nicely. Next, guys, I'm going to deepen my crease, and I'm using this more darker shade as compared to the one we started with on our transition, and this time around that color I'm going to concentrate it right on my crease area. The place that I'm blending right now is on my crease. Next, now, guys, I'm going to cut my cut crease, and I'm using Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. I'm going to warm it first on my arm, and then I'm going to directly just cut my crease, and I'm using an angled brush, a small angled brush to do this. Please do not use a fluffy brush when you're cutting your crease. At this point, I was battling in my mind whether to do, a half cut crease or a full cut crease, but well, I ended up doing a full cut crease. Next, guys, I'm taking this green shimmery shade. It's a shimmery shade even if it doesn't look like it on the camera, and I'm using a flat brush, and I'm packing it right on my lid where we cut the cut crease. Next guys, I'm going to define my crease area, and I'm using the brush that I used to deepen my crease with. I'm not using any other excess products. I'm just using the remaining products that was left on the brush. Next guys, I'm just going to draw a simple wing eye, and I'm using Zalon eyeliner. Next guys, I'm going to apply mascara on my lashes, and I'm using Volume Express Mascara by Maybelline. This mascara is really nice guys. If you do not have eyelashes, you can relate. So guys, I went ahead and applied my falsies off camera because I realized this video was going to be very long, but you can see the much of a difference like falsies make on our eye look. It's so beautiful and amazing. So next, I'm just going to prime my face, and I'm using Kiss Beauty Pore Minimizing Primer. Skin prep guys is very important. Do not ever skip this part. So I'm just applying the primer on my skin, and then thereafter I'm just going to massage the primer in my face, and then I'm just going to leave it for some moments for it to get tacky, and then thereafter I'm going to go in with my foundation. So if you have, let's say, oily face, you're most likely to go for a matte primer. If you have dry face, you go for illuminating primer. If you have pores on your face, then you're most likely to go for a pore minimizing primer. Yeah guys, my face now is ready to receive foundation, and the foundation that I'm using today is Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. This is in the shade 375, and for the application I'm using a fluffy brush. And when it comes to the technique is always tapping in your foundation. Do not rub your foundation, just tap as you blend, as you go forward. So I always use a darker shade of the foundation. As you can see, this foundation is really dark as compared to my skin tone, but the reason is I'm always trying to match my face with my body. That is my chest and my neck. I have a lighter face as compared to my body, so that's why I always go for this darker shade foundation. And then if this foundation is not a full coverage foundation, if you want a more fuller coverage, you can maybe go for Super Stay foundation. It's a really nice foundation. But if you want to go, for a more natural foundation look, you can go for this Fit Me foundation. The next step after your foundation guys is highlighting, and for highlighting you need a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than your skin tone, and in my case I'm using Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. So I'm going to highlight my under eye, the bridge of my nose, my forehead and my chin. So now after you've applied your concealer, the next step is to immediately blend your concealer. Concealers guys easily dry up, so you need to immediately blend it after you've applied it. And for blending I'm using a damp beauty blender. You can also use a brush to blend, but I prefer using a damp beauty blender. So the technique here is to just dab it, tap it in right where you placed it. Do not move your concealer, just blend it in until it all blends out. Do not move your concealer guys, just dab with your beauty blender right where you placed it. The next step guys is setting your concealer, and I'm using Black Opal Invisible Finishing Powder in the shade 100, and I'm going to blow off the excess powder. Then I'm going to tap the rest of the powder right where I applied my concealer. I'm just basically going to set my concealer in all the places that I applied. Next guys, I'm going to contour and I'm using Elegant finishing powder in the shade Dark Cocoa. I'm going to contour my forehead and my cheekbones. When contouring your forehead guys, always make sure you're pushing the powder right into your hairline. Then when it comes to contouring your cheekbones, just use a fluffy brush and contour in circular motion. Now I'm going to dust off the excess powder on my face, and I'm using Elegant finishing powder in the shade Warm Caramel. I'm also going to use the same powder to set my whole face. Guys, I'm going to set my face and I'm using rose water to set my makeup. You can always use rose water in place of a setting spray if you do not have a setting spray. Then thereafter I'm just going to leave it for some time to set, and then next I'm gonna go in with my highlighter. The highlighter I'm using today is Mascara highlighter by Maybelline, and I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, my cupid bow, and my brow bone. To highlight my brow bone, I'm just using a small tiny brush. Just make sure you use a small brush in order to be more precise. For my blush, I'm just using my eyeshadow palette. I normally use an orange shade from my eyeshadow palette. It really goes well with melanin skin tone. So I'm just going to blush my cheekbones and my nose. The reason why we blush, we put on blush on our face is to add some warmth and color on our face. To add some color and to brighten my under eye, I'm using an orange shade, the same color we used for our transition, and I'm going to concentrate it on my lower lash line. To line my lips, I'm using Davis pencil in the shade number 3. It's the same eye pencil I normally use to line my eyebrows. Next, I'm gonna go in with my lippy, and the lippy I'm using today is this LA Color lip gloss. It's a nude lip gloss in the shade Shea Butter. I'm gonna go in with about 2 layers. If one layer is good enough for you, well and good. But as for me, I applied 2 layers of the lip gloss. You know, as you can see, my lips are so moisturized and looking so beautiful. So guys, that is it from me today. This is the final look. For me, it's the eyes, the lips, the all makeup look. You know, my melanin is really popping. Thank you so much guys for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Also give me a like, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Mwah.